Okay, let me get this straight. Esa mañana yo estaba esperando mi ayudante. Yo tenía que hacer muchas cosas, tengo muchos trabajos que hacer. Pues una cosa es poner diesel en el tractor. Estaba esperando mi ayudante, pero yo dije, ok, maybe es el tráfico o algo. So yo fui a poner diesel y cuando yo pasé esta taquería, aquí está sentado en su celular hablando con alguien. Y ahí dice él está sentado en la van haciendo nada. Aunque yo estoy trabajando en el rancho. Yo solo estoy trabajando y este no es justo. What I'm saying is, this morning we had a big job to do. Big job, man, big job. I asked for some help. So I come to get some diesel in the tractor. We need some diesel. I'm gonna come to the Valero over here. And all of a sudden I pass by and what do I see? Sitting right here in front of the taqueria, yeah, on his phone is Fidel. That's just not cool. That's not cool. Sitting there smoking a cigarette, talking on the phone. And I promise you, he was not gonna bring me anything to eat. I promise you that. There he is, yeah. Enjoy your taco, buddy. I'm just taking my sweet time because they're taking their sweet time. Very unfair. Very unfair. It's not right. It's darn near 9 o'clock in the morning. Who gets to work at 9 in the morning? On a normal day, I would have already driven my bus, already been sitting through a whole hour of class. Oh no, oh no. No, no, no. Seriously? And I haven't even had breakfast. All I had was coffee this morning. Did you buy me anything? No? I didn't buy me nothing. Just go home. Just go to work. Go to work. I love those guys. They've helped me so much. I give them a hard time. I do. I give them a hard time and they give me a hard time. And that makes for a great relationship. Work relationship. Well, you know, think about it. Maybe even you and your wife, you and your husband, you give each other a hard time, but that actually makes for, that's who you are. I know me and Jamie, man, I don't even want to say it because there have been some people that jumped on my behind about how I talk to her. Guys, I'm not really mad. I'm not mad at Fidel. It's all in good fun, good humor. Anyway, I know you can't hear a word that I'm saying. But I'm going to go home and get on those guys. Yeah, they deserve a really good ass show this morning. Hey, so we actually have a whole lot going on today. I'm really excited to be doing a few more projects around the farm. So this is Hannah. If you remember that she and her husband Corey were the welders, and they're the ones who worked and built our little stalls recently. We've also paid them to come back out, and today they're going to build us a big heavy-duty fence. A gate, so that we can keep Tex. We can actually let Tex out of his small 1-acre pasture and allow him to roam the whole 10-acre pasture with the other cows and horses and donkeys. So that's one job we're doing. I'm helping Hannah work this morning. Over here we got Fidel, and he brought his brother-in-law Misael, and I'm also going to be kind of dividing my time. We're building a fence. We're continuing on. As you know, we have covered the entire front 15 acres with this really good fencing. And I say really good fencing. It has solved a lot of our problems with goats getting their heads stuck and everything else. It makes everything look real pretty around here. And I've asked, and it keeps animals in. And I've asked Fidel and Misael to help me out with that. So it's Saturday and we are full steam ahead, folks. We are going far. All right, so what we're doing over here, as everyone knows, Tex has been confined to that small 1-acre pasture because he has a really bad habit of coming over here. And if you notice right here behind Moo and Santana and Pearl, yeah, that would be Billy. and that is his nemesis. And so they've been known to get to a few scuffles here and there over the ladies, okay? And so today what Hannah is done, well, let me just say this first. We've had a number of these aluminum, this is aluminum here, right? Gates. And the problem is Tex will push himself right through them. I don't know what's going on with him right now. That's some kind of an inner rage. Look at this. Folks, when a bull does that right there, you know that you've lost total control and he's in full control. You've seen a number of videos where he's done that. So what Hannah is working on today is she's gonna set some pipe, some post in the ground. And Kim, I'm making a video. And we're gonna put some post, some pipe in the ground here, some post. There's gonna be some post, and we're gonna build him a really, Hannah and crew are going to build him a really heavy-duty gate here, so that we can let him out of the 1 acre pasture, and he has access to the whole big pasture, the pond, everything else. Yet he can't get through to wrestle with Billy. So this is cute. Hannah has brought Denise with her. And Denise, this is her first time using an auger. And I'm watching Hannah kind of give her instructions. And they're doing the old double team there. Not too bad. I should probably step in, but they don't need me. All right, so let's show you what's going on over here on this side of the pasture. So, you can see where we're at. We're located over on the north side of our hay barn and the house. And this is the pasture here that runs alongside the house. This is the one that you saw LE burning off not too long ago. You can see how green the grass has come back out. So what we're doing here, and I told you guys, it's a slow process, folks. What we do is we save, and then once we accumulate enough for a project, then we'll do it. So what we're doing today, I got Fidel and brother-in-law over here helping me out, and we put these posts in the ground yesterday. You can see how nice and how straight we put them. And today we're going to come by with some wire and this wood, and we're going to make it where it's a really good solid goat fence. You remember before in the old days when we used the old wire, and our goats would get their heads stuck a lot. Well, they can't do this with this kind of wire. Fortunately, it's made to where the bottom is really small and the goats can't put their head through. And as the fence goes up and the holes get a little bit larger, it doesn't really matter because a goat would have no reason to put his head through here up top. Goats only put their heads through to try to grab grass on the other side, but even a goat's not that silly to think he can put his head through here and do anything with it. So it works out really great for the goats. My dad does allow his goats to run this pasture, and we're lucky for that. He also keeps a couple of calves up here, a couple of yearlings. He has his little bull, Moses, and a little heifer that he acquired not too long ago. And so they keep each other company. I'm sorry, let me get back to work. I see someone rolling their eyes at me. Look at that shirt he's wearing. Isn't that an amazing shirt? That's a really nice sweater. I just need it to be known that I am working. I am actually doing the chainsaw work today, which is one of the harder jobs around here. I will walk you and show you the fence real fast, see how it's coming along. Let me turn this camera around the other direction. So we started here in the corner and working our way down that way. So I'm actually cutting all the tops off the post, and the guys are over here. Everything's running nice and level, and that's important to us. I know the ground, it's difficult, folks. It is, because the ground, doesn't run level. And so to make this kind of fencing look pretty, you have to keep the boards level, the runner boards, the ones that go on the top and the bottom. And you have to adjust for that as you go downhill, which as of here, we're actually going downhill, a pretty steep angle. It makes it difficult, but it's time consuming. But I'll tell you what, it sure looks pretty when it's done. So I don't know if you can see or hear from the camera, but we're getting some rain. And that's good. We always like rain here, as long as it's not too much. But what's bad about that is I want to keep my helpers going. I don't want to lose my help. And I don't pay these guys enough to work through the rain, and I'm afraid at any minute now they're going to say, hey, it's time for an early lunch. Well, we finished that project, and all of the goats, my dad's goats, are back in the pasture, and they're happy, and they're safe. They're safe from getting their head stuck in the fence. And not only that, but we've really beautified this whole section of the pasture. This driveway here, this lane, it looks really pretty.